Jenn.com/Voyager.
Gina is looking for a second date update with a guy named Matthew, and we're going to try to help her out. Hi, Gina.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Going good. Going good. So this is a frustrating one for you. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering what the heck is going on. And I'm pretty nervous, so just wanted to let you know, please be gentle.
Deep breaths
Hey,
in.
we're all friends here, right?
Okay. So I met this guy at a friend's Christmas party, and it was pretty much a drunk fest, but a ton of fun. It was big. There were like 50 people there, and he's a work friend of my friend's husband.
Okay.
So I think everybody there got pretty wasted, and I really wasn't intending to, but So I drank too much, and I was having a really good time with him, and I don't know, the alcohol kind of snuck up on me. Mm-hmm. But I do remember the chemistry being really intense and like immediate as soon as we started talking, and we were still relatively sober when we first started talking. So I feel like if there wasn't so much drink involved, we still would have hit it off.
Yeah, that's the question, because after I've had a few, I've had moments where I thought I had good chemistry with a lampshade.
Yeah, that's true. And I've seen it. He does.
So I'm not doubting your assessment of the situation. I'm just saying that we don't all exercise the same level of self-awareness under the influence of alcohol as maybe others do. But please continue.
Okay. Well, we did hang out and flirted the entire party, so we must have both been feeling good about each other, even under the influence. And we ended up going to his car and messing around before leaving. And we live on opposite sides of town, so I didn't invite him to come back to my place because my apartment is a disaster, and he didn't suggest we go back to his place. So we both just decided to Uber home, and I really expected him to reach out. Like he said he would. He's got my number, and I texted him twice, and I haven't heard anything back. And I'm just hoping you guys can help me figure out what's going on with him.
Sure. Just to be clear, you did not hook up.
Oh, we did.
Oh, you did? So your place was a mess, so you went to his. When you said Ubered home, so we just Ubered home, meaning you Ubered to his.
We went to his car. Like he didn't drive home because we'd had too much to drink, but we did go into the back of his car and fooled around before we independently Ubered home.
So you went to your house, he went to his.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well,
car hookups, let me tell you. Drunken car hookups. Who hasn't done that at one point or another?
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but
Oh, it's animalistic.
I mean, there was something there.
right, but
Something there.
Yeah, but if you consider this possibility, he may have completely forgotten the whole episode. Like maybe that's lost time for him. Maybe he blacked out. He was so drunk and he doesn't remember.
Oof. Yikes. That's a thought. Yeah, I don't know his.
That might just be his story.
Body or tolerance or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Now, has that happened to you?
No, not something that was that, like, it was the entire evening, like, us hanging out, and then the backseat moment, and, you know, he has to remember, like, I texted him, was like, hey, is Gina, like, I don't think there's any way he could have just completely not known who I was.
He's probably got it in there like backseat party girl.
How can I ask you this?
Ugh.
If you even know, how long did the backseat interaction last? I mean, were you in there for 5 minutes or were you in there for an hour?
I would say closer to an hour.
Oh, wow. It's a long time in a car.
Well, he couldn't have been that drunk then.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Why don't we take a break? When we come back, we'll call him up and see what his deal is.
Thank you guys so much.
It helps that there's a connection because he's friends with, you said, your work friend's husband, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll suss that out. A second date update continues. It was the season when there were lots and lots of Christmas parties, work functions, family functions, charitable functions. And Gina met Matthew at a Christmas party it was fairly sizable, 50 plus people. And one of the guys there just happened to be the husband of one of her work friends. So that establishes the connection. They seem to have chemistry. There was a lot of drinking involved. Things got a little crazy and they hooked up in the backseat of a car, no judgment. And then went their separate ways. Gina's tried to reconnect. There's been no response. Did I leave anything important out?
No, that sounds right to me.
So we're going to call Matthew and see what he has to say, see what he remembers about that night.
Okay.
Hi, is this Matthew?
This is Matthew. Who is this?
It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How you doing, man?
Okay.
Is there something wrong?
What's that matter?
I'm a little caught off guard.
Oh,
I
come
know-
on, man. We're just here to chat. We just want to say hey. We heard some great things about you.
Okay.
Heard you're a pretty nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a great sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like hearing things like that.
Well, it's true.
Got a nice car, or backseat anyway. From
Roomy.
what we know.
It's
Yeah.
roomy.
Whoa. Okay, so then I definitely know who this is about. But I haven't been on any real, like, quote-unquote dates lately, so definitely know who this is.
Yeah.
But, I just want to say, like, that night was a bit of a blur. Like, everyone was pretty drunk.
Well,
But
that's
I do
kind of
remember-
what I guessed. But she said you hung in there for like an hour, so you couldn't have been completely blacked out.
Unless you slept for part of that time.
I might have. I don't remember. Like, we drank so much. But, I mean, like, yeah, we had a good time. I remember that. And she was cool. But, yeah.
Would you go so far as to say, and maybe you don't remember, she seemed to think you guys had chemistry that extended beyond the physical. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, kind of. But I don't know. I did tell her, though, like, I'm in a no dating zone right now. Like, I just don't want to be in a relationship over the holidays. Like, no, thank you. Like, just way too much pressure. So I don't go on dates. I don't go looking for girlfriends. I just don't, like, talk to or message any girl about, like, anything like this between, like, Halloween and Valentine's Day, right? Like, am I the same? You guys are the same?
Well, I think what you just said is funny because I interpret that as I really just don't want the holiday responsibility of being in a relationship where I have
And
to
the
go to
pressure.
things.
And especially if you're launching it right in the middle of the holidays because the
Yeah, we're gonna
relationship is
navigate
new.
gifts.
And yeah, do you get a gift? And if you get a gift, how much money do you spend? And the gift says so much. And it's like, it's just a lot.
Plus, you're probably meeting family members. So if those are the concerns you have, I get it. Unless there's another aspect of this that I'm missing.
No, it's that simple. I mean, I told her that if she wants to reach out after Valentine's Day, like, by all means, I'm down for that. And she started laughing. I think she thought it was a joke. And I was like, no, it's not a
No,
joke.
that's so funny, though. I mean, I can see why she laughed, but I think a lot of guys listening can totally relate to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm emotionally ready for it right now, for being honest.
I get it.
It's actually very mature of you to say that, man.
Mm-hmm.
For you to recognize that and have that self-awareness, that's kind of impressive.
Agreed.
Well, we got Gina
you.
on the line. Can we chat with her a little bit, bring her in and get her thoughts on what you just said?
Sure, let's do this.
You still with us, Gina?
Yeah, I'm just getting a better understanding about what's going on. So I'm good enough to have sex with in the backseat of your Honda, but not good enough to just hang out with. I'm just kind of amazed. It sucks. It's so weird.
I don't think it's weird. Like, we were both willing participants in this thing, and it was actually, like, kind of, like, beautiful and pretty and all this stuff, right? And, like, you were an enthusiastic participant, and we never talked about dating or anything, just, like, pertaining to the future at all. Like, you can't get mad at this. We just both had a really fun time that I remember for a long
I'm not
time.
mad. I'm just kind of I'm kind of amazed at how rigid you are with these holiday dating rules that you've set for yourself. Doesn't it matter, like, the person that you meet?
Aren't
Yeah,
you
that's a good
flexible?
question.
Open to
Yeah,
figuring it out?
Like when you meet someone as stunning and charismatic as Gina,
Oh
does
my
that
God,
cause
right?
you to,
Rethink?
reconsider your moratorium?
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been racking my brain about it, like, ever since we stopped, and I was just like the chemistry has to be exactly right, because I have to introduce you to everyone in my family, and I have to meet all of the people in your family. I have to remember all of these people.
Whoa. That is jumping way far ahead. Way far ahead. We hooked up one night. Maybe we could grab coffee, see how it feels. I'm not inviting you to my family's Christmas gathering. Like, that's not happening. Like, you have to consider what I want too. I might not want to go deep, like, during the holidays with a new person. I don't want that either.
Yeah, you were yeah, that is true. I mean, you kind of just assumed that she wanted to go all in a full-blown relationship without even having the conversation with her.
All guys assume that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think all guys do assume that. So, you know what? That's unfair of me. I shouldn't have jumped the gun on that. It just seemed like what you wanted.
Wow. That's a lot to assume after one night, but if you were open to it, maybe you could get to know me a little better in the daytime, sober hours, and we could have a conversation then.
I like her, Matthew.
I do too, Matthew.
I think you should consider this.
Yep.
Your decision, of course.
Yeah. I mean, definitely considering it. I'm for it
Yeah.
as long as we could go slow.
The man wants to go slow.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, I want to go slow too.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we had this conversation now.
Me too.
Sober.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
We'll set it up.
Yeah.
We'll set it up with Gina since she made the initial call. You'll be hearing from her. Just
Answer
whatever.
the phone.
Yeah, give her the courtesy of a response.
Right.
Even if you change your mind, which I hope you don't, just let her know one way or another. And just have fun getting to know each other.
That sounds great. No pressure.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Thanks for coming on Second Date Update. It really was a pleasure speaking with you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.